It's the Caps and the Predators tonight, the first of two meetings. The on-ice officials, the referees, are Jake Brank and TJ Luxmore. Shandor Alfonso and Dan Kelly have the line. Orlov sends it south of the goal line. There's Wilson. Tom Wilson rumbles back towards the point. Feeds for an Ovechkin pass. Cross ring. Carlson trying to go back door. Score! A beautiful passing play for Lars Eller.
Talk about a beauty. This is a five-way passing play. Look at the deception, throwing it down low. Ovechkin to Carlson, and on the doorstep, it's a layup for Lars Eller. Talk about puck movement. It doesn't get any better than that by the Washington Capitals. That may be the only way you can beat this goaltender Saros. You got to move him around. He went to the butterfly early.
No doubt, Yoshi's one of the best all-around defensemen in the game. Cousins was flattened by TJ Oshie. Olivier comes in, dancing there to the forehand, stopped by Samsonov.
That was fancy by Olivier, wasn't it? And he's known more for a crasher and banger. There he showed some pretty slick hands on that little breakaway.
Recalled from AHL Milwaukee was Olivier mid-December. Here's a chance, snapshot, score! Carlson with a BB upstairs.
Now the Caps have control. It's Backstrom. Magic again to Carlson. Carlson at one end defending, at the other end offending and scoring.
Deliberate clear here for Michael Kempny. Plays it on to Hagelin. Hagelin from the angle, backdoor score! Beautifully timed setup, a slam dunk for Dowd.
His team, and it all starts on a beautiful D-to-D play. Indirect on the money by Kempny to Hagelin to Dowd. Kempny will get an assist, as will Hagelin. What a great play all around. D-to-D to winger to far post guy. You couldn't describe this any better. You couldn't script it as a coaching staff how to work the attack. The same units out there, but they miss Yossi, Joe. I mentioned him in the first period. I mean, he has 13 power play points. I mean, he is a stud defenseman, stud offenseman, and he can control a power play.
Janot closing, fires, pad stop, rebound, score! Tucked in. Nashville gets one early before the second period is 2 minutes old.
Here comes the quick up. Here comes the big fella, the shot, and the follow-up cannot be controlled. And just like that, it's a two-goal game. Trennan on the doorstep, slides it 5-hole against Samsonov.
An even strength tally for Jakub Trennan.
Here they go.
The gloves are off. Borowiecki and Wilson will go.
That's why they brought in Borowiecki. He has only played a handful of games, but he's their resident tough guy. Spent a lot of years in Ottawa.
First of two meetings this season between these two. The Caps will have to wait till early April to be in Music City. Tolvanen closing, saucer pass, score! Beautifully timed there from Tolvanen to Luke Cunnin.
Yep, that was a good play all around. A good strike there. No chance for the goaltender. Their offense coming to life. Here it goes up the middle, rink wide. Out of position, going hard to the net. No one picking him up whatsoever. And the puck is in the back of the net. Talk about some sauce. That pass may be one of the best I've seen all year. Not only elevated a couple of inches, that's at least 1.5 feet off the ice, and it lands flat. Case in point, last night, the 3 games combined for 33 goals last night. Defense is hard to play.
Deflection, score! 3-all.
High slot tip. It goes from about 4 feet high down to the ice level and goes through the pads of Samsonov. 3 for the Caps in the first, 3 in the second here for Nashville. Now a 3-3 hockey game. Good play by Fabro, moving and rotating to the middle. And there's a deflection in front of the net. Reaching in, looked like Forsberg got a piece of it and put it between the pads of the goaltender. He's had that type of year. Both nines were around one another, and with this, I think the Caps are going to huddle up, and the Caps' Laviolette's going to use his timeout early.
Hagelin keeps it alive. Dowd was the last man to score for Washington late in the first. Centering pass, Hagelin! Denied by Saros. Saros dives out, it's still loose. Carlson from the angle, fires! Saros leaping back into the cage. Delayed penalty call coming up against Nashville. Sherry motors his way ahead. A pass that was deflected. Backstrom feeds. Sherry on a backhand as Protas was denied at the top of the paint by Saros.
Net coverage there in front, too, by the D, making sure that Protas didn't get all.
Makes a neat move. A better one there from Granlund, but help came from Hathaway. Off the boards and out for Eller. Shorthanded for Washington. Eller fakes. Then feeds the front. Wonderful stop by Saros on Hathaway. 1:08 on the power play for Backstrom. Advancing with Kuznetsov. He powers his way in. Great feed. Oshie, one more to the front. Sprawling Saros. Magnificent on Kuznetsov. Ovechkin fires. Stopped by Saros again.
The open net, but the right pad saves the bacon in Nashville. There's a pass across. You'll see Kuzi gets it. He fires it towards the net. It's the stick and the right pad. Look at the stick. Just knock it away. He was going to the butterfly, utilized the stick to keep that puck out of the net. Great athleticism, keeps his game knotted at 3.
10 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Then the abbreviated Nashville man advantage. John Carlson cross rink, deflected. Janot was in the way. Kuznetsov playing hide and seek with Carrier. Kuznetsov walks it, gets an angle, and scores! Evgeny Kuznetsov!
He was working behind the net. Here it is. Now he steps out. Forsberg takes his guy and just a quick looking shot. And it beats the goaltender Saros short side. Here it is one more time. Here comes Kuznetsov. We've seen that accurate shot before.
Saros making his way towards the bench. Johansson on the entry. Turned back by Dowd. Around for Carlson. It squirts loose. Orlov there for Washington. Clearing it ahead. Hagelin with the empty net waiting. Waltzes in and scores.
Allow the Orlov play to just chip it up front. Carlson might have started it to Orlov, then to Hagelin. We'll see if he gets credit for an assist. That would be a 4-point night. But just well executed, breakaway, and Hags just puts it in.
Capital One faithful rise to their feet. Granlund fires, that's deflected. Sharp angle. Samsonov covers, and the misery against the Predators comes to its end. A 5-3 Washington win.